welcome to the June 8th meeting of the Glenville Town Board. Please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. Please join me in prayer. In honor of tonight's agenda, we have tonight a prayer for policemen. Dear Lord, watch over all police officers and all members of law enforcement everywhere. Protect them from harm, for in their performance of their duty, they stop crime and prevent violence in our community. Help them keep our streets and homes safe. We ask them to your loving care because their duty is dangerous. Grant them strength and courage in their daily assignments, and we ask that you protect these brave men and women. Grant them your almighty protection. Unite them safely with their families after duty has ended. Amen. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Martin?
Here.
Councilman Pittavani?
Here.
Councilman Blount?
Here.
Let the record show Councilwoman Wozzowski is absent. Supervisor Pettsley?
Here. Again, welcome and good evening. We have a very short agenda. Actually, there's only 3 items on the agenda, so there will not be new business or reports or open privilege of the floor. So we'll start with our first resolution, which is resolution number 4, appointing Mike Piotrowski to the position of lieutenant for the Glenville Police Department. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, a vacancy currently exists in the Glenville Police Department for the position of lieutenant, and a list of qualified candidates certified by the Schenectady County Civil Service has been established, and Sergeant Michael E. Piotrowski is one of the eligible candidates from said Schenectady County Civil Service list. And Stephen B. Janik, Chief of Police, hereby recommends that Sergeant Michael E. Piotrowski be promoted to the position of lieutenant. Therefore, be it resolved that this town board does hereby appoint Sergeant Michael E. Piotrowski to the position of lieutenant with the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of June 12, 2016, and further resolved that the compensation of Lieutenant Piotrowski be as set forth in the current PBA Memorandum of Understanding for Police Lieutenant. Now, it says that the town clerk, on behalf of the board, will notify Lieutenant Piotrowski, but I think we got that.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Blount?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Congratulations, Mike. We're going to take up all the resolutions first, and then we'll do the swearing-in ceremony after the resolutions. So if you want to give a speech, you have a few minutes to collect your thoughts. Look like you have something you want to say.
Speech.
Next agenda 5, resolution appointing Timothy Mel to the position of detective in the Glenville Police Department. Do I have a motion?
So
Do
moved.
I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mr. Supervisor, a vacancy currently exists in the Glenville Police Department for the position of detective, and an interview committee consisting of elected and police officials met with the candidates, conducted interviews, and made a selection. The Chief of Police hereby concurs with the recommendations of the interview committee. Therefore, be it resolved that this town board does hereby authorize the Chief of Police to appoint Officer Timothy Mel to the position of detective with the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of March 26, 2017. Officer Mel will currently remain a part of patrol, which serves as a 3rd detective in the recall rotation. And further be resolved that the compensation for said Officer Mel be as set forth in the current PBA contract for detectives. And the town clerk will, on behalf of the town board, authorize Officer Mel to the appointment.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittavani?
Yes.
Councilman Blount?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Congratulations. Final resolution of the evening, Resolution 6, a resolution appointing Charles, also known as C.J. Lavery, to the position of Sergeant in the Glenville Police Department. Do I have a motion?
So
Do I
moved.
have a second? Anybody?
Oh, it's second.
C.J., that guy. Fast, didn't it? Jeez. I thought we had a problem with Mike. though. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, this may sound familiar. With the promotion of Sergeant Petrowski to lieutenant, a vacancy will be created in the Glenville Police Department for the position of sergeant. An interview committee consisted of elected and police officials met with the 3 candidates from the certified Schenectady County Civil Service list, conducted interviews, and selected Officer Charles J. Lavery, one of the officers eligible for appointment from said civil service list. And the Chief of Police hereby concurs with the recommendations of the interview committee. Therefore, be it resolved that upon the promotion of Sergeant Petrowski, this town board does hereby authorize the Chief of Police to appoint Officer Charles J. Lavery to the position of sergeant with the Glenville Police Department with an effective date of June 12, 2016. And be it further resolved that the compensation for said Officer Lavery be as set forth with the current PBA contract for sergeant, and congratulations.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Martin?
Yes.
Councilman Pittleton?
Yes.
Councilman Blount?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Congratulations, CJ. I think now I'll ask, I always have a hard time, Chief Janik, I want to say what's that next. Chief Janik, if you'd like to step up and address the group.
Just a quick background on Mike. Mike was hired here in 2001 as a police officer. He formerly served as a DMV investigator from 1994 to 2001, so Mike's got an extensive history in law enforcement. Mike also made the rank of detective, held the rank of sergeant until now, and I'm proud to be part of the promotion to the rank of lieutenant. And I look forward to working with you, Mike. Joined here by your whole family, your wife and your kids, your extended family behind you, your mom. It's good to see you again. And I just want to congratulate you. So why don't you come on up so we can swear you in.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me turn you this way so we get you on.
Okay.
You're looking that way. You raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Michael Petrowski,
I, Michael Petrowski,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I support the Constitution and laws of the United States
do support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York,
and the Constitution and the laws of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of lieutenant
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of lieutenant
with the Police Department of the Town of Glenville,
with the Police Department in the town of Glenville,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mike, you want to say anything?
No, I don't want to say anything, however, I will. I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here, that's here for me and for everyone within the department. Special thanks to my family, my mother, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they're here past, my immediate family. I want to thank everybody that I work with. Without the people that I work with, that we really wouldn't be doing this for me, because they're my support, and hopefully I'll be supporting them as well. So thank you, and thank you to the town board. Thank you.
Thank you. My favorite story about Mike, one day Mike and I were walking into the town hall together, and someone commented, if any of you ever saw Bonanza, it looked like Hoss and Little Joe coming in together. So I always think we're partners, Mike. You and I
I think Little Joe was taller.
think Hoss was still there.
That's all I take.
We can read the tape.
Our next officer that's being promoted tonight is Tim Mel. I've known Tim Mel through his whole career here. He was hired here in 2004. I think I was actually on the interview committee when you were hired here, Tim, and I'm proud that you're here, and we've worked close together. Tim has been one of our most aggressive patrol officers that we've had here in the Glenville Police Department. I've always been able to count on Tim. He has a tremendous work ethic. He does a wonderful job. His evaluations every year are spot on and top of the department. He's always one you can count on to go above and beyond investigations and different police work that we have here. And he's a pleasure to work with. I know his family's here tonight, and I'm very happy to see all of you. Tim's also the son of former Glenville police officer Mike Mel, who's here tonight. Mike and I actually, I'm dating myself now, but we actually work together too, Mike. And I'm sure you're proud to see Timmy get promoted tonight. I'm glad to be a part of this. Also here is Sandra here. Hi, Sandra. I know you're here somewhere. Hopefully, once we get these two officers into the academy and out in March, when you can begin working full-time upstairs, I'm sure you're going to take the ball and run with it. So I can't wait to see the product that comes from you, Timmy. So congratulations. Why don't you come up here?
Raise your right hand, put your left hand on the Bible. Repeat after me. I, Timothy Mel,
I, Timothy Mel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and the laws of the State of New York,
and the laws of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of detective
the duties of detective
with the Police Department of the Town of Glenville
with the Police Department of the Town of Glenville
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for being here. Just real quick, as Chief Jenk mentioned, my father was on the job for 30 years for the town of Glenville here. He served the community proudly. I'd like to thank him for teaching me everything that I know, not just here at the police department, but in life in general. My family's everything to me. My mom, always there for me. She finds my gray hairs and plucks them when she sees me walking by. My wife Sandra's been awesome over the last almost 13 years of doing this. I worked a crazy amount of hours. I get called in the middle of the night, I get up. She's always there and flexible for me, helping me out, and I really appreciate that. Thank you to the committee and Chief Janik for selecting me and giving me this opportunity, and I promise I won't let you down.
Last but not least, Charles C.J. Laker. CJ was hired here in 2007, and again, I think I was on the interview board when you were hired here, Chuck. And I was happy to see you come here from Schenectady. You worked in Schenectady from 2005 to 2007 as a police officer, am I right today? That's right. Chuck is going, whether he knows it or not, is going to be taking over as our senior firearms instructor soon because Mike's not going to be able to do it as much, so good for you, Chuck. Good luck with that. I've got to know and I've got to appreciate Chuck's work ethic. Your product is always right spot on, Chuck. Anything that we've ever had Chuck, we've needed Chuck to do, he's always done it. He's never asked any questions about it. He never gives us any grief when we have a project for him to work on, and we appreciate that. The administration appreciates that, Chuck. You're a respected member of this department, and I think you're going to make an outstanding sergeant. And I hope to bring you into the team of the administration team and make a lot of decisions together. So why don't you come up here, Chuck?
Raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible, repeat after me. I, Charles Lavery,
I, Charles
do
Lavery,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
and
Constitution
the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution
and the
and
Constitution
the laws of the State of New York,
and the laws of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of sergeant
of sergeant
with the Police Department of the Town of Glenville
with the Police Department of the Town of Glenville,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Chuck, straight up. Okay, there you go.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have a really tough act to follow, but I'll keep this really short. I just want to thank everyone from the administration for supporting me for the last 8-9 years I've been here, and my family, who have, along with Tim, have dealt with my odd hours, and they're very supportive of me going back to midnights, and couldn't have done it without them. Thank you.
So there is no further or any other business before the town board and nothing on the agenda. So with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Take a second.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? We're adjourned.